I really gotta get a new Ethernet cable, man. My internet keeps coming unplugged. That's what's happening. Anyways, anyone that wants to check it out, this is the website, freetouse.com/music. This is the one I've been using. You know, their usage policy is basically you're free to use it however you like, but you just can't try and claim credit for it or try and resell it or anything. Ooh. Okay. Let's go. Cheater of Death. Welcome. Lamech's protege is dangerous. He will soon surpass his teacher. Z has convinced him to join our cause, but J is still a Citadel-born, still Master's lapdog. He turned once, he'll turn again. Scar discovered. 2 Masters. This is a serious gym jam, dude. Ooh. I'm feeling alive today. Maybe it's because I slept from like well, actually, I don't know how long it was. Let me think. I laid down about midnight. I was up until about 2 a.m. That was right around when I fell asleep. Well, I slept until about, I don't know, a little after 10 this morning. So, that's a solid 8 hours. Compared to the normal 5 or 6 I get, that's an improvement. It doesn't really matter how much I sleep, though, because the quality of it is awful. Right, I still don't have a double jump. I really would have thought the Ivy platform would have deleted those. I'm gonna try and survive for a good long while here. I'd like to make some more progress into the story stuff soon. I thought I was above that. What are you doing? Why are you attacking my bag of marshmallows? Get out of the window. Kitty's got the zoomies. Bada bing, bada bang. Ooh, a challenge. I need to get this guy dead before he can cause any chaos. That is a Blackborn Furcus. A very hard enemy. I won't say the hardest in the entire game, but very difficult to deal with. I fucking hate this song. It's called Take That. Two Masters. Your empathetic connection has been improved. The max handicap for this scar has been raised. Sick. Okay. So we can only, I think we can only look back at the story parts we've actually clicked on. This just makes me want to go listen to the Doom soundtrack. Right, I don't have a double jump. I forget that. You know, I've played about 200 hours with a double jump. The rebels' plan is cunning. First they will strike us at the gates, but this is a diversion to draw the guards. The true battle will happen at the ceremony of return. They've dug a secret tunnel from the west that leads directly to the ceremony grounds. I always knew the ceremony was dangerous. That's why I took every precaution to keep its date a secret. The only ones who know when it occurs is me and my fellow estuaries. For this rabble to discover when the ceremony happens is impossible, unless there is a traitor among us. Every move I make from now on must be planned meticulously. I must retreat to my abode to contemplate this. Skeleton Key is garbage. Whitebeard is honestly garbage too. I'm not going to waste my resolve points. The Fairy Key allows you to open fairy chests that have been destroyed. Like by failing, when you fail a challenge, the chest is destroyed, you know. It allows you to open one. When you spin the key, you don't get the resolve back or anything. So it just seems like an incredibly terrible trade. I also will not be listening to any music with vocals. I hate it when I click on like copyright free, free to use music, and then it has the most annoying vocal track known to man, because it always does. It's very hard to aim that on controller. That is... Every other portion of this game is easier. But, aiming bullets, aiming arrows, not so much. feel like Spore Burst will be better for us in the long run. I'm gonna eat some pumpkin seeds. Why not? I almost got that perfect. What, I was like a couple milliseconds off on one shot and only missed one shot out of like 6. That's pretty good. Especially to be continuously in motion. Hello. Don't let the cats fool you. I have fed them. 1. I was also lucky that the dump truck was outside. So they were very distracted. I have never heard Nyx growl like that before. You know, all the constant harassment by Smokey might be turning her feral. Oh yeah, once I'm done with this, the Everwind game demo has gotten a couple updates since the last time I clicked into it. I've had to take a very long break after the exhaustive process of building a massive ship from scratch. This is a banger. I do. If I want to play good at this game, I have to stay silent. Okay. You're supposed to have a double jump to get in there. But I'm good enough, I can do it without. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. Well, maybe I'll come back later. But for now, no. Okay, I want to take a second with this room, because these are very clearly mimics. I don't have this unlocked yet. What do we got here? Unk's Grace. No. Because I started to get it down and was like, no, I should save this in case I need to eat it. This gives us either a double jump or an extra air dash. This gives us bonus damage while standing on the ground. Neither of those are very good either. Especially for a mostly airborne character. I've tried to dash before he could hit me. I don't know how to feel about this song. It feels like I'm in a movie sequence. I was like a millisecond off from popping that guy. Okay. Well. Immune to spikes? I love it. And I don't recall... Knight. Plus equip weight. It would actually be good to level Knight up some, but I do need to sprawl out these skill trees a little more. Let me check out what's going on down here. Looks like you found some advanced blueprints. If you wear items from the same set, you can get Unity bonuses, and if you keep upgrading them, the bonuses will stack. Okay. Medium weight plus 20% resolve. That results in basically all stats up. It's pretty cool. I mean, I've got plenty of spare rune weight. So I guess I will upgrade this. Or equip that. Hello, Pizza Girl. Some days I miss the smell and feel of the forest. The docks are beautiful. There are nothing quite like waking up to the smell of the dew. Estuary Nama could be remarkably cruel, but she was really good at her job. She tended to the forest and it grew under her care. But down here, doing something like that takes more than just hard work. I don't think anyone else could have done what she did. You know what else I miss? Pizza. Okay, ho. You're addicted. Guess we're gonna try and level up Knight. Maybe we get lucky and we find a cool weapon in a shop and we just take it and we're fine. Again, I have to learn how to play as Knight. That spell will work very well with our melee weapon, though. I do want to replace both of them, because that spell is kind of garbage with any other setting. I'm practicing my back strikes. Practicing my back shots. You know what? I literally... This is the one character that is like almost impossible for me to play. I don't have reaction time. My reaction time is like a whole second delayed. So I can't use the shield, like, at all. Whew. 20% damage above 50% health, or take less damage. Deal more damage is more important, I guess. I mean, survivability is nice and all, but if you can't kill the enemies you're facing, what good does it do? Bam, plus 10 damage. That is actually a pretty solid upgrade. I didn't see that trap there. Oh, it was way too close. Well, I didn't need it. That is a much better spell. You know what game I really do want to play again? Dragon Quest Builders. Specifically, I think I want to play the second one. The first one has its share of problems that basically once you get past the first 2 chapters, the entire rest of the game is just rinse and repeat. With very slight deviations, but for the most part it's just rinse and repeat. But the second one actually had a lot of fun, unique chapters. But that, for some reason, that's one of those games where the gameplay is just very pleasant. I do believe the end game of Dragon Quest Builders was very different, and it was a lot of fun. You know, the first one. Because I believe that was the part where you were in the, like, cursed realm and you had to grow the tree of life and whatnot. That was very fun. Because you had to expand your map procedurally. And by expanding the map, you unlocked more materials to expand the map further. That was pretty fun. I think the second one incorporated that in a better way, though. This feels like a 5-minute craft video. I don't know about this soundtrack. I could do this. Okay, all targets done. We just have to make it out of here. Yes! We did it. I I forgot I'm immune to spikes. There we go. Sorry I'm not speaking. I have to concentrate if I want to survive for any length of time at this game. And I'm trying to make some proper progress here. Nothing over here? Surprising. Usually a secret is to be expected. I almost messed that up. I did mess that up, but that isn't, like, vitally important. Okay, Stygian Study. I'm just gonna step in here so we can unlock the teleporter real fast. We're gonna go the other way, because we actually literally have no way to combat 70% of the Stygian Study right now. So we have to make it to the end of Axis Mundi, out to the end of the Caruglian Plateau. And only then will we find what we're looking for. Right, I'm immune. This area actually has very few threats when you're immune to spikes. The spikes are what kill me 90% of the time. Ooh. I would have took this in Hamelin, but I think at this point in the game, the poison is more valuable to us. Plus, that boosts us down low enough, we're going to have a huge damage bonus. Well, quote-unquote huge damage bonus from the ring. Right, water isn't considered a static hazard, because water doesn't stop moving. Uh-oh. Looks like there's no bonus from the magic ring. Oh, it's only bonus to magic damage, not magic damage bonus to your attacks. That's kind of lame. Also, though, it's a percentage magic bonus, right? So, plus 37% magic damage. Not you deal a bonus 37% magical damage. Your magic damage deals 37% more. I think it does affect the poison, though, doesn't it? Yeah. It does affect the poison. Which is actually pretty nice. So it affects status effects. With immunity to spikes, this room is actually very easy. Pizza Girl's house. Ooh. There are a couple items I would take. One of them is I would take Soul Tether. One of them is Mammon's Bounty. I would absolutely take that just for the chaos of it. You know, I probably would take the food upgrade now. Soul Tattered Rope. This is the one I was thinking of. Gain 50 resolve, but take increased damage from hazards. So now we can pick up another relic. A simple start. Your empathetic connection has been removed. Or has been improved. Well, you know... Fuck it. More poison. Actually, the faster we accrue poison damage, the more poison damage we deal, the more bonus magic damage is applied to that poison damage. So... I do need to get my health back up so I can get some of my stat bonuses back. It's over. Food shipments, aid from the villages, everything. Although the bridge succumbed to the shift. We preserved. But now, the gatehouse is overrun by beasts. I should have trusted my instincts. I could feel something coming. The stench of rotting bodies must have attracted the beast. But I didn't believe they could sneak past our something. The Stygian beasts are massive, unlike anything I've seen, but they are not marine creatures. They stand on 2 feet, almost humanoid in stature. They are far too large for me to handle alone. Perhaps if I was as persuasive as Z, things would be different. My only recourse was to seal the gate and trap the beasts inside. Unfortunately, this also blocked the only supply route to the village. I must inform the estuaries we need more soldiers to fight off the monsters. Alas, I feel the villages are on their own now. You would never have known about that if you just didn't already know about that. The black roots won't stop growing. They're gonna crush me. Why did I leave my weapon by the door? That was careless of me. Perhaps I can jump out the window. The bodies may soften my fall. Wait, what's happening to the bodies? Why are they squirming? It's the roots. The roots are infesting the bodies. Oh no, something's coming. Plus 15% damage versus the void beasts. Okay. And again, I can't fight them either right now because I don't have any health. So, we have to go up here. There's a small hole in the wall that bypasses the gates. The route is narrow and the drop is steep, but this is the only way. Hello, pizza girl. We're starting to get back up to where we might get our damage bonus back. Ah. Damn it. So much for that. Yeah, I'm not capable of using the shield. Like, it's not actually possible for me to do that because of my reaction time, so... The thing wasn't even grown yet. That's some bullshit. Also, that is one of the things I absolutely hate about the night. There is such a extended period in between your attacks, man. Plus 30 equipment weight is pretty good, though. Okay, well this is just solid. But that means we have to unlock a new character. Barbarian. Let's just expand the castle some. No, Dragon Lancer is bad. Dragon Lancer is awful. Okay. We have super jump. Sick. I've been a blacksmith all my life. I knew it'd be my passion from the moment I picked up my hammer. Somehow, some people feel bad for me, wondering how I could spend my whole life doing the same thing. Truth is, I'm one of the lucky ones. So many people out there spend their whole life looking for purpose and never find it. What I'm trying to say is, are you buying something or what? Well, ma'am, I can't get anything new with you. You are the architect. What do we have here? I am not going to talk to this guy, because he talks forever. I am fount of knowledge. I've seen the comings and goings of hundreds of civilizations. My knowledge is eternal, and my ego knows no bounds. I see a new community growing upon these docks, and I shall enjoy covertly integrating myself into this society. Sick. Okay, I'm gonna end this episode here. Mostly because I need to take a break. We will pick up the next episode playing as this character. Bye-bye. Oh, you know what? One last thing. I'm gonna start trying to do this. Look, I didn't want to succumb to the whole sellout nature, but I'm realizing if I ever want even one person steadily watching my content, I have to shout this out a couple times an episode now. If you do enjoy my content, like and subscribe, and obviously hit the notification bell if you want to get notified whenever I go live so you can join me for these games.